You know, one of my favorite questions to ask in an interview process is, what do you fear? Because it tells a lot about us when we talk about what we fear. And all of us fear something. We fear not having enough money, or we fear not being loved, or we fear not being successful, or we fear something happening to our health, or we fear, and when fear gets out of control, it can totally paralyze us. But it seems like there's this fear that comes in, and how does that all compute with Christianity? And should we be a people that don't fear anything at all? And if we don't fear anything at all, isn't that kind of foolish? Because if my kids don't fear getting hit by a car, they may just run out into the road. I mean, how does that all work? And so today in my quiet time, got some things kind of weighing down on my head, and some things that I'm probably fearing more than I should, or worrying about more than I should. And the Lord just reminded me out of Psalm chapters 27. It says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. So whom shall I fear?" So it's like, the Lord's my light and my salvation. So who am I going to fear? Who really am I going to fear? If God is really the one that is leading me, and God is the one that's saving me, like, really, do I have anything to fear? And then I love it. It goes on, and in verse 13 of Psalm 27, it says, "I will be confident of this, that I will see the Lord in the land of the living." I'll be confident of this. I will see the Lord in the land of the living. Like, in the middle of the things that are worrying me and concerning me, I'm going to see the Lord in the middle of that. I'm confident of that I'm going to see him. That just kind of puts fear in perspective for me. To say, God, you're my light. God, you're my salvation. Like, why should I be fearing if you're my light and my salvation? And check it out. In the middle of the situations that I'm fearing, in the middle of the things that I'm worried about, I'm going to see you. So may you see God in the middle of the stuff that you're worrying about. And be confident of this, that he's your light and that he is your salvation. Some solution to the problem is not your salvation. Some change in the way things are going is not your salvation. God is your salvation. And if he's your light, and if he's your salvation, if your salvation is in him and not in a resolution to whatever is worrying you, what do you have to be afraid of?